Hey, what's up, guys? So this is a reaction that's been a long time coming. It's been waiting. I've been waiting to do this for a while, and I've been putting it off because I had other stuff that I thought would be better, but it really wasn't. Ugh. Now I already know for a fact because I what the fuck was that? Because I watched Daz Games. And turns out she just added the racist part in there for views and attention to draw attention to the video. I mean, if that's the kind of attention you want to draw towards you, shit, I guess that's fine. But you're not getting the kind of attention you would like. I'm just saying that right now. Racist. When you just purposely tell people that you're racist, even if you're not, you're going to get hell of a lot of hate off of that shit. But you're vegan. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. I don't give a shit. Everybody has a choice of what they want to do. But let's watch and see if our ears don't bleed. Okay, come on.
That have been going on, and Twitter. You might have seen the recent tweets on Twitter, but if you haven't, you're going to be updated on what's going on. Anyway, I think that it's great that people are against racism, and I love that because I'm 100% against racism, and I think it's disgusting. But if you're against racism, doesn't that mean that you claim to be against discrimination, yet probably consume animal products, which means that you're not against discrimination? You're only against
Okay. See she doesn't know what the hell discrimination is even about. It's mostly used to classify people. That is the media's fault for race, all this race problems. It's the media. What do you hear when you turn on the news? Black man shoots a white man and everybody's going fucking crazy. White man shoots a black man, all the black people go crazy. I'm not racist. Don't think that I am. I'm not. But I'm just trying to prove a point. She's trying to say if anyone consumes animal products, which I'm guessing since he's a vegan, she's talking about meat, that they're racist, I guess. This bitch has already confused me, and it's only been 39 goddamn seconds. Holy shit. Okay. Let's just, because I honestly don't know what to say about
discrimination
that
when
part.
it comes to beings within your own species, which is discrimination right there because you're against other species because they're not part of your own species. So if you're not vegan, you can't be against discrimination because you are literally discriminating.
Whoa. So if I eat animal shit, okay? If I eat a hamburger or chicken or whatever, then I cannot be against discrimination. I hope and pray you're doing this for attention because you do not even make any fucking sense. How? How? I don't know why people think that to get views they have to do this shit. If she's actually meaning all this shit, then wow. But just because somebody does not want to do the lifestyle that you prefer does not make them unable to support or go against discrimination. Animals are completely different things. So, I wish it's just so fucking confusing. It's fucking hysterical. How can you not support discrimination if you consume animal products? I need somebody to answer that fucking question for me, other than her, obviously. I'm not against vegans. I don't give a fuck what they do. But when you go and say all this shit, and God, I mean, the video is like 13 fucking minutes, so this is going to be a long video. So there's no telling what kind of shit is about to spew from her mouth. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's go.
Against non-human animals. Just because a species looks different from your own species does not mean that they have any of a less... Just because another species looks different from your own species does not mean that they have any less of a right to live than you do. Just because they look different than you, just because they sound different than you, just because they communicate differently than you, does not mean that you are above them in any way, shape, or form. Only... It all started with this tweet. Then this guy randomly responds telling me to shut the fuck up. And then I respond back saying, nope. Saying eating a cow and drinking their milk is the same exact thing as saying owning black slaves and hanging them. Both statements are not okay. And yes, the second statement was my response to the first statement. I was using it as a comparison. And I was using it as a comparison because these are the same exact things.
How can you compare fucking animal life to human life? This is the problem with fucking media. Period. Media. That try and twist shit and add shit that does not need to be in a conversation. Obviously, this is about why someone should be a fucking vegan. What the hell does race got to do with anything? What the hell does cows got to do with black people? Seriously. I say black people because I don't use the term African American, because not every single one of them was born in Africa. But what the fuck does animals got to do with humans? What? There's nothing. Nothing. They have nothing to do with each other. Yes, humans are pretty much animals. We pretty much are animals. We just evolved. That was it. And we're still not barely out. We still have animals buried down deep inside of us. That animal instinct. That's where anger comes from. That's where the survival instinct kicks in at whenever it has to. But you're acting as if animals are just tortured to death. And I'm sure you're going to probably say that eventually. They're not tortured, okay? I've seen people on farms, they take care of these animals. And when it comes time to eat, it's painless. It is painless. If you want to get right down to it, okay, we're just going to listen some more because I want to get more information to talk about this constantly, because this is
that people said
insane.
About black people years and years and years ago, but now they're saying it about non-human animals because they think it's perfectly fine, because that's another species, they look different than us, so it's perfectly fine for us to exploit, torture, rape, and slaughter them and not see them as victims. It's perfectly fine for us to mock them. Perfectly fine, because they don't look like us, they're not part of our species, so they're worthless. They don't mean shit. I did not genuinely mean what I said back. What I said was an example of what he was saying, because what he was saying was the same exact thing as what I was saying. But what I was saying was seen as bad because we're at this point in society where non-human animals are so victimized that they're no longer seen as victims. They're seen as inanimate objects. Yes, I made the comparison. To compare animal slavery to black slavery is not to undermine the horrors that blacks have gone through and continue to go through in society. It's simply to make a comparison that's relatable to a certain group of people. But people don't see it that way. They just see it as racist. And that makes me really sad. It was simply just a comparison for hopefully this guy to realize that what he said was just as fucked up as what I was saying. But unfortunately, people don't see it that way. People see it as racist, and we victimize non-human animals so much to the point where they're no longer victims. Non-human animals are seen as property. They're seen as inanimate objects even before they're turned into a piece of steak or a piece of bacon or a leather couch, etc. I've gotten emails from people who I've previously worked with saying what I said was extremely racist, and I understand why they can think that, because if you don't really understand why I said what I said, it looks extremely racist, and it looks disgusting, right? It's gross. But the thing is that you have to understand the reason why I said what I said was because it's a comparison to what that guy said to me. So it was a response to what he said. What he said was the same thing as what I said. But what I said was seen as so bad because we no longer see non-human animals as victims because they're just an inanimate object. They're property at this point. They're nothing. Because we're so speciesist. Our society does not give a shit about any other species.
Okay, this is coming from someone who eats meat, okay? I eat meat, and you know what? I've had constant pets, animals. I got a dog right now. I got a bunch of stray cats that live around my house. So yeah, I do care about animals. But you're trying to say since I don't do whatever the fuck you do, it makes me a bad person pretty much. Um for fuck's sake. Oh my god. This is what's wrong with 90% of the world's population. Stupid fucking shit like this. And we still got, oh my god, fucking 13 minutes.
Besides
That's
our
gonna
own,
be
and
forever.
maybe, like a dog or a cat. And that's about it, because I don't know, because that's what society has taught us. It's not really that a dog or a cat is better than a cow or a chicken, it's just that that's what we've grown up with. So we think that they're higher up than the cow and the chicken and the pig. Yet a pig is smarter than a 2-year-old child. But does that give the pig more of a right to live than the 2-year-old child? Hell no. It just simply means that just because another being is different from you or your own species does not mean that they have any less of a right to live than you do. So when I compare eating cows and drinking their milk to owning black slaves and hanging them, it's seen as a racist white vegan tweet. And I understand that because people don't understand that there are other species on this planet that are equal to their own species. All species, all living beings on this planet are equal to one another, despite their appearance or their intelligence or the way that they communicate. That doesn't matter. What matters is that all living beings on this planet can feel pain both mentally and physically, which means that you have no room to say that you are better than a cow or a chicken or a pig or a dog, or someone who is black, or someone who is a woman, or someone who is Jewish, or someone who is gay. We are all equal to one another, and that's what veganism is all about. It's not all about making non-human animals better than humans. It's about equality. And the most oppressed beings on this planet right now are non-human animals. The most oppressed species on the planet is the cow. You will never see a cow roaming free in the wild, and if you do, a slaughterhouse is looking for that cow. That is worldwide oppression right there. My tweet was a response. It was a comparison to a genuinely speciesist tweet. My tweet was not genuinely racist because I do not believe in that. It was to give comparison to what he was saying. What he was saying is the exact same thing as what I was saying. And I can't expect people to understand that. I can't expect people to see me as just someone trying to make a comparison because that's our society. But the thing is that
Okay, so still with the race shit. Okay, goddamn. For fuck's sake, I'm tired of goddamn interruptions when I'm trying to make a fucking video. Shit. But you do know that animals kill and eat each other, right? You do know that, right? But oh wait, that's different. Animals do it to survive. Oh, but look at that. Humans are probably just like animals, right? We do it to survive too. What's the fucking difference? If we did it, if we didn't do it, animals would still do it, regardless. So think about that for a little bit.
You want to get rid of discrimination? Get rid of discrimination at its root, and its root is speciesism. Before any white person is taught to hate a black person, if they're taught that, or before any man is taught to hate and dominate a woman, if he's taught that, little kids at a young age, which is when they're very impressionable, are taught to discriminate against animals. Love this cat, love that dog, but fuck that pig, fuck that cow, fuck that turkey. They don't matter. What matters is our dog and our cat and our hamster. But who cares about that chicken, because they look different, and that's where it starts. That's the root of it all. And it teaches young children that it is okay to discriminate based upon appearance. And so when they grow up into the world,
Okay, do you talk about anything else? Seriously?
non-human animals are being exploited, tortured, raped, and slaughtered because why?
What? Tortured, raped, raped? Okay, now that is just fucking stupid. Raped. Okay. Let's let's think about this for a second. Rape is forcing your will upon another species or person, meaning to fuck. So, let's see here. You're saying people shove their dick in a chicken. Seriously? Seriously, bitch? Really? Really? Okay. Um, holy shit, I really do not believe in bullying, but for fuck's sake, this shit right here is the reason why most people get bullied. They got a lot of shit to say about somebody that just does not back up anything. It just makes them look like a fucking stupid ass. Oh my fucking, okay, whatever.
Because you want to consume their body parts and what comes out of their body, when in fact we don't need to do that anymore. We don't need to consume animal products to survive. Wow, I'm a vegan. I've been a vegan for about 3 to 4 years, and I'm perfectly fine. My blood tests are perfectly flawless, and yet I'm not consuming animal products. Am I surviving? Am I gonna die? Oh my god! Come on, people, stop living in the past. We no longer need to consume any type of animal product to.
Once again, that's fine if you're trying to prove a point, that is fine, but when you're trying to force it upon someone, you're doing the exact same shit that you're trying to fucking say. You're trying to force your will upon others. If nobody wants to be fucking vegan, that is fine. That is their life choice. It's not about what the fuck they were brought up into. Because we all have our own fucking brain. And this shit is not gonna make anyone want to fucking become a vegan anymore because you're looking like a fucking psychopath right now. You are. Trying to say that rape, torture, and slaughter animals, well, of course they're fucking slaughtered, but they're not tortured. They are put to sleep before they are killed and turned into food. They don't feel anything. Obviously, somebody hasn't really done much research and just wanted to spew shit from the mouth. And let's think about this for a second. You eat vegetables. That's fine. But guess whose mouths you're taking that out of? You're taking that shit away from animals. Whether you want to believe that or not. So really, there is no right and there is no wrong side. There's in between, which is survival. You're taking food away from the animals, and yet you're trying to protect the fucking animals. And previously, I'm sure you were talking about, because I've seen some of your video on Daz Games channel, about the Earth is dying and all this shit. No, the reason that the Earth's been around for millions and billions of years. Why the fuck do people think that this Earth needs fucking saving? People think a fucking plastic bottle hurts the Earth. Where the fuck did plastic come from? It came from the fucking Earth. Animals came from the fucking Earth. And countries bringing their animals over here and making more animals. That's evolution for you. But what the fuck? And another thing, your hair, okay, it's straight as shit. What are you using? I'm sure you read the label very, very carefully to see if it was tested on animals, but you should know, why would you trust a corporation or business just because of it's not on the label, you're going to trust them? Shit. Come on. They know they will not make money off of you people, because if they put animal, it was tested on animals on the label, you wouldn't get it. Why would they put it on there? They ain't fucking stupid. You would never know if they tested the shit on animals or not. Like the lipstick. They could have tested that on a monkey. You wouldn't know that either. But you're still taking food from animals by even if you're not eating meat, you're still taking food from animals. What do animals eat? They eat the same shit y'all eating. So you're taking food from them. Makes you no better than anybody else.
To live, to thrive, to survive. Rice, corn, potatoes, beans, pasta, and bananas are some of the most cheapest foods on the planet, and they happen to be vegan. No excuses, especially if you're watching this video. There's no excuses. I think that Jews, blacks, women, gays, and anyone who experiences discrimination should be able to relate to what non-human animals have to go through. If you think that your life is more than a cow or a pig, I was about to say pickin' again. I almost said it again. Cow or a pickin'? A pig and a chicken. A pickin'. If you think that your life is worth more than a cow or a chicken or a pig or a turkey, you're a speciesist. You're the oppressor. I don't care if they're not part of our species. They have every right to live just like you and I do. They can feel pain both mentally and physically. I don't care if they don't look like us. They are still equal to us. Does that mean that I'm going to worship them and say that cows are the best species on the planet? No. What I mean by that is that we need to treat them equally. If we don't want it done to us, then why are we doing it to them? That is not humane.
Okay, it's already being done to us, okay? There's people out there. It's a very rare thing to happen. There's people that eat people. Cannibalism. Just like crows eat dead things. It's fucking survival. There's no exclamation mark on any of it. Every species has its own way to fucking survive. You cannot force some species to change ways automatically just because their views are different than yours. Obviously, no one's gonna make you change. I don't give a fuck if you change. Doesn't matter to me. Doesn't bother me a damn bit. But when you try and say that when someone's not a fucking vegan, that they're this and they're this and they're this, they're fucking rapists, they're this, come on. It's making you look like a fucking idiot. It's making you look like a fucking feminazi, pretty much. Because nobody wants to be like you. That's why we have our own fucking brain. Isn't that amazing? We have our own fucking brain, we have our own thoughts, we have our own views. What the oh my god, this video will give you cancer.
That is not okay. You're being being an oppressor. You're discriminating based upon another species' appearance. As a speciesist human, you believe that your life, your species, is above all other species in the animal kingdom. And why is that? Do you really think that humans are that important to the planet? Do you realize that if the human species were to go extinct, the whole entire planet and all living beings on the planet would benefit? But if ants or bees were to go extinct, the whole entire system would collapse. So before you go believing that the human species is so superior, think again. Non-human animals have been victims of slavery long before blacks have been victims of slavery, and they continue to be victims of
For fuck's sake.
about other species besides their own. That's fucked up, dude. That's real fucked up. I don't care if species is not part of your own species. That does not give you a right to appreciate it. I had a lot of fun working on this video, so I hope you guys enjoyed watching.
And it does not give you the right to patronize fucking people for what the fuck they want to do. It don't. Doesn't give you the right either. Yes, it does not give me the right to call you out on anything. But I do it because you're patronizing people and saying that they're bad fucking people. They're just fucking killers and rapists. They're fucking just bad fucking people. Because they're not like you. They don't want to eat veggies and shit for the rest of their fucking life. That's our fucking choice, not yours. You don't make nobody else's fucking choice for them. That shit needs to get through your head. You don't make choices for nobody. Now you can continue to be a vegan. I don't care. But just don't try and force your will upon others. Because you're doing the exact same shit that you're trying to talk about. Okay, guys, well. Well, that's the end of the video. I guess I'll see you guys in another video. Oh god, I gotta go sleep now. I got a fucking headache.